Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Now, one of the most popular videos I've had here on the channel is about a Jetboil clone. Basically looking at the Jetboil and saying, all right, it's a great product. Do we have something cheaper that would work just as well? Well, today we're going to take a look at another Jetboil clone, this time from Fire Maple. Stay tuned. I think you guys are going to like this. Pretty impressive little stove system. Thanks for watching, guys. Now, when the Jetboil system came out years ago, it was revolutionary. Everything that you needed to efficiently boil water quickly in a super compact, fairly lightweight, but easy to use system. But here's the thing, and I've said it before, a little confession. I've never taken a Jetboil out on trail, especially overnight. I've taken it for daytime stuff, but never overnight. It's just too big, too bulky for my liking. I've always been able to make a cook system that worked well for less weight. So could this system from Fire Maple change my mind on this general type of system? Let's check it out. All right, this is the Petrel Quickboil Pro system from Fire Maple. Pretty simple. Here is the actual kit. Dimensions are 4x4x6. The weight is 9 ounces or 255 grams. Materials are titanium, aluminum, stainless steel, and a little bit of silicone. Capacity is 20 ounces or 600 milliliters. Power, they very specifically state 8,531 BTU. Claims it will boil 2 cups of water in 1 minute 45 seconds and use only 6.5 grams of fuel. What do we think? Is it going to work? Let's find out. Origin is China. Cost is $54.95. Looking at the components, you saw the little mesh bag. You just kind of have to squeeze here on this handle and it pops and locks into place, and it's locked there. It's a pretty common, pretty typical design. You got a lid with a little silicone handle, okay? You also can use these little things here to hang this if you want to. It's an all-in-one system. Inside you've got a couple of other components. You've got a little stand for your isobutane canister. If you're in an area where it's going to be a little bit, off level, you can put your canister. It's got slots for the small one and the medium size canister. It does hold a standard 110 gram isobutane canister inside of this kit. It has what they call a windproof burner design because of this kind of side area right here. It has a lock-on pot, so if you put this in, it locks into place and you cannot get it off. Pretty sticky, something to note. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later, but it does lock on. It has a O-ring seal right here, which is nice. This is similar to like the Soto Windmaster, so it does attach to the gas canister pretty securely, and it has an O-ring, which is nice. It does come with the lid, like I said. It's got a pretty interesting volume scale. Show you guys here. You can see it right there along the inside. Just kind of this back and forth, which is interesting. It's reading it, well, yeah, if I could read it, but I can't. 0, it's got half a liter. So it's got 0.2 liters, 0.4 liters, and 0.6 liters. The 0.6 liters at the top is pretty high up there. You're probably going to get some boil over, which we will probably see when we use this thing. As far as, putting it together, like I said, you just pop this on. Got to find the spot. There it goes. Pop that on. Put it on here. You've got yourself a pretty nice little kit. We are going to put their claims to the test. Put in the comments right now whether you think it's going to be 1 minute 45 seconds for a boil and 6.5 grams for fuel. Let me know down below. What's it going to be? Are we going to be over or under 145 for a boil, over or under 6.5 grams for fuel? Let's boil some water. I'm going to show you guys the flame pattern for this bad boy. We're going to boil some water, and then we'll talk about what we think and how it did. review that real quick. 1 minute 45 seconds to boil 2 cups of water, exactly what they said it would be, and 7 grams of fuel, which is somewhere between 7 and 8, I assume, or 7 grams of fuel. It's going to pick up between 7 and 8, so pretty close. They said 6.5 grams, I believe. Pretty impressive numbers. I can tell you that compared to the Jetboil, the time is very similar. It uses more gas than a Jetboil, but the time is very similar. What was y'all's guess? I was surprised. I would have believed or been more likely to believe the time than the gas claim. And that's kind of where we ended up. It used a little more gas than they said, but the time was spot on. Anyway, like all things here on the channel, let's talk pros and cons. From the standpoint of pros, it's very lightweight, it's compact, it is fuel efficient, it's got a very thoughtful design. I think it looks great. It's fairly wind resistant, and it is a pro that it has a locking system to lock the pot on. As far as cons go, it has a system to lock the pot on. And you ask, well, what's the deal? Well, the locking concept is good, but the way that it locks on in this particular case, I'm not happy about, because it takes a lot of force to lock it on and a lot of force to take it off. And I don't like that. Like when things are super hot, you just boiled water, you want to be able to pop that thing off pretty easily. So it's a pro and it's a con. It's got a relatively low volume as far as how much water you can put in there and safely boil. If you put 2 cups, it's going to boil over. Trust me, it's going to boil over. It's difficult to get the burner fully seated. Like you have to crank it onto the gas canister. It has a seal, and maybe that seal will loosen up over time, I guess. But I've had this thing for a while. I've screwed on the stove to the canister over 20 times, and every single time it is very, very tight. It also has kind of a throwaway carrying case, which that is what it is. All these things do. So like I said, what's the deal with the lock? It's nice to have a locking system. You just want it to be efficient. You want it to be smooth. And this is not any of those things, which, to be honest with you, at this price point, you expect. The Jetboil does come with a neoprene sleeve, which is going to add some weight, but it's also going to make it much more user-friendly. So what do you guys think? Am I overthinking it, this whole locking system? Is it too big of a deal for you? More than a big deal than it should be to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At the end of the day, does this system give your Jetboil Flash a run for its money? Well, the Jetboil is 4 ounces heavier. It does come with a neoprene sleeve. It's going to boil water about the same amount of time, but it's going to use less gas. All that is good, but it's also going to come at a much steeper price. Don't forget that it also has better wind protection, and it actually can boil 2 cups of water safely, which is a big deal, because this one, it'll boil 2 cups of water, but you're going to get a 1/4 cup of water all over the place. Not knocking the product. It works very well. It has its limitations, and it's very low from the standpoint of price point. So if you're looking for a system that's similar to the Jetboil, much less expensive, has the limitations of no neoprene sleeve, a little bit more fuel usage, lower volume, all those things, that's what you pay extra money for with the Jetboil, especially the new 2025 model Jetboil, which we'll be taking a look at extensively here on the channel. If you're okay with missing out on some of the really nice points, and you're more interested just in weight, maybe, and you're interested more in cost than anything else, this is not a bad system to look at. Not sure if you guys are aware, but I have an entire playlist on stoves. Make sure you check it out down below. Well over 200 videos on stoves, all kinds of stoves and stove systems. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up down below. If you are not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Really helps the YouTube channel grow. I'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers down the road, and you can help me do that. Fire Maple did send this unit out to me for free. They have a great relationship here with the channel. They've never paid me anything to say anything, and I've never said anything that I thought they would love necessarily. I've told you guys plenty of good about this product, and honestly plenty of bad. It is what it is. All these products, they have characteristics. Some of those characteristics are good, some of them are bad. What you're looking for from me is an honest opinion on all that. Fire Maple did send this out to me. No strings attached. I do appreciate it. It allows me to look at it and share it with you guys. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Stay tuned for more videos soon.